Hello family, my name is Chris, I am your home gamer dad, and welcome to the finale for Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang's Destiny, a cooperative deck building game from The Op. Just, as I've said through all of these, huge thank you to The Op for sending me a copy of this game, so this way I can play it for you guys, show you like as much as I can through this whole thing, and really dive into my love and fandom for Avatar: The Last Airbender as a series. We have come quite a long way since episode 1 of this, all the way back, box 1, meeting Aang, the boy in the iceberg, going through the entire water and then the Earth book, and here we are in the latter half of Fire, where it is going to be Aang versus Lord Ozai, the Phoenix King, as he is emblazoned with power as Sozin Comet flies across their world, powering up firebenders and giving him what he needs in order to conquer the entire planet. We have to stop him. That is our job. And today we are going to be able to do that, I hope, cross fingers, because we have a lot more to do with this besides just collecting and building up our decks. There's a whole new mechanic that was introduced to this game for Box 7 that is pretty much going to be the big grand finale of it all. So, with that in mind, remember, spoiler alert, lots and lots of spoilers for this whole thing because it's the full session beginning to end. If you haven't figured that out already, then, you know, that's what it is. But yeah, spoilers for the show, spoilers for the game. You have been warned, just FYI, I'll let you know. But if this is something that is interesting to you, that you want to pick up and get into your collection at some point, there are links down in the description section below for you to go ahead and check out. Jump on over to Amazon, BGG, wherever it is that you want to look, the Op's actual website, and just kind of check it out from there. So, without further ado, let us go into Box 7. Well, actually, speaking of going into, I always talk about what goes back into the game before you even begin your next box. But there really isn't that much this time. Really, it's just the objective cards from Box 6 all the way to the end of Day of Black Sun. So that's really it, the instructions of that and everything. Hama goes back, so you will not be fighting her for the rest of this, which makes sense. She was only in that one episode, but man, I wish she was around a little bit more. Doc, Shu, and Bushi all go back. Well, they all go back. And then the Beifong passports also go back as well. So really not a lot. Yeah, this goes to 4, that goes to 6. Hama goes to 6. That's really it. These go back into 6. There's not a whole lot that goes back into the boxes, but there's not a whole lot that goes into the decks either. As you can see, these are already all upside down. There are no new firebending cards that you got added to it, which is really upsetting. They should have at least added 2 more firebending cards. This needs to have more firebending for sure in it. I still say there should have been some firebending that was available to you at the end of Box 5 or during Box 5, because you got earthbending at the end of, the water box, but nothing new in the earthbending one, nothing new in the waterbending, nothing new in the airbending, so we'll go ahead and set those up a little bit later. And then, of course, everything is all added in. I think there was only like 3 new cards added to the general support deck here, so that's still huge, but not that much added. Our final run of objective cards right here, I believe there are 8 within this and only 1 reward card here. So keep that in mind as well. Everything else is like, you know, purpose or attack or some other things that you would get as rewards. But there's only 1 brand new card in here that gets rewarded out once you complete this objective. Only a few added into the Fire Nation deck, but that's as thick as it's going to get. It's still really nasty. Some really nasty stuff added there. And then we have, I want to say, again, there are 8, maybe 7 adversaries that we are fighting in this. Yeah, 7, I believe. Technically 8. Technically there is 8, but this is when you would have Lord Ozai, which was in Box 7, all the way at the bottom of the deck. And he would actually be the final card, regardless of anything that you go up against. Now, yours at home, should you have this, would look like this. Yours look like Ozai in this situation and roll the red dice, all that stuff in 15. I, as I mentioned before in Box 6, have updated my final boss to the Phoenix King, as he should be, because my Box 6 had Ozai as the boss. Phoenix King right here, and basically it's all the same abilities, but he rolls the red dice twice, thus him being twice as powerful because of Sozin Comet when you finally go up against him. You are going up against 1 new enemy within this deck right here, but otherwise that just a whole lot of nasty is awaiting you from these adversaries while you go ahead and try to do the objectives. There are 3 adversaries you gotta face going forward, and I have also added in, as I've been doing pretty much every game the last few, my elemental boost board, which is gonna be very, very helpful for this, because I'm hoping now that because I have the characters that I'm going in with, I'll have enough of the bending cards I need in order to boost out all of this stuff. This really does shine when you have Aang, for sure. Everyone else is a little bit more tricky in order to get what you got to get, but it's still worth it regardless of anything, and I really like the way that this works in general as a whole, especially in those early games. Maybe not the later games so much, I'm finding out, but definitely those early games, this is a fantastic thing in order to be able to not only gain some extra abilities, but also call those, those offer aid cards out of your deck. But I mean, that's it. We're already over here on the character side. There was nothing else new that was added to the game in terms of those decks. What we do get, though, is this deck right here. Now, I'm playing as Zuko and Aang. Zuko was introduced as a playable character in Box 6, but now, based on where we are in the story, he's officially joined the team as well at the Western Air Temple, I believe. I don't think there's an objective card for that, but he is on your team regardless of anything. Zuko, if you have at least 3 allies in hand and or reserve on your turn, all heroes gain an attack. I'm going to tell you right now that the 1 reward card goes to Zuko. So if you're playing as Zuko in this game, that reward card is going to be very, very helpful for you to get for him. If you are not playing as Zuko for this last one, then that reward card just goes to his deck, and unfortunately it's gone. So he has 10 cards. He will have an 11th, which is awesome. Over to Aang over here. So of course I choose Aang as the last character I play for this because he pretty much ends the story completely. It's his final fight with the Phoenix King that determines the fate of the world. But before he does that, he has to unlock all 7 chakras in his body. Now, if you don't have Aang, like you're not playing Aang for this final one, you can choose to do these chakras. You can choose not to do these chakras too, by the way. It's really an option for you overall, regardless if you have Aang or not. But it is part of the Box 7, and it is like the main mechanic in order to win, because what you need for Aang is to unlock a fully realized avatar state. And by that, I mean, right now, during this point of the story, he can't go into the avatar state until he fully unlocks all his chakras. By doing that, he goes from this ability, playing 3 or more bending on your turn, any 1 hero draws a card, to let your anger out, and then let it go. Master ability for Aang. If you play 3 or more bendings on your turn, all heroes draw a card. As you see, it's air, water, and earth is already there. He will get firebending a lot sooner than you think. But let's talk about these chakras. The Guru will be giving us a lot of insight about these chakras as we go through the game. Very important pieces of spiritual blockage that we need to open up in order to let our energy flow and enable the avatar state for as long as we can. Basically, the way this works is there are 7 cards here, each one representing a different chakra, and we're just going to flip over the first one. You're going to do these in order that come to you, 1 through 7. You don't shuffle this deck. So the very first one is the Earth Chakra.
First, we will open the Earth Chakra, located at the base of the spine. It deals with survival and is blocked by fear.
So the way that these work is it says roll, and then it shows symbols on the side. This one is attack or draw a card. There's going to be points where it says and as well. Basically what this is, you're going to need to roll dice. So that would be your 4 elemental dice that you have here. And your goal is that when you roll them to gain the symbols that are here on the chakra card. So for example, with the Earth Chakra, you would think you want to roll the Earth dice, but I would really say either roll the fire dice or the air dice for your better chance of getting an attack. Of course, I didn't right there. But say I rolled this and I got an attack, just for sake of argument right here. Instead of our characters gaining an attack onto their boards, we would spend the dice in order to unlock the chakra, which means that we would then put the symbol here. We have matched all of the objectives on the card, and the chakra has now been unlocked. We would move it to the side, and then we would flip over the next one. I think the next one flips over at the beginning of the next turn, just like everything else. That's pretty much it. Either character can do this on their turn so long as they roll dice and then they spend whatever's on the dice for the card instead of the characters. Unlocking chakras helps as well because every card you unlock, you can actually spend the chakra card in order to re-roll the dice that you just rolled. So if I rolled this and I got something I didn't need and I had the Earth Chakra up here, I could spend this Earth Chakra in order to re-roll this dice. It has to be the same dice that you just rolled in order to get a result that you would rather have. This is exactly how it works. We're going to go through every one of these chakras, unlock all 7, and this is one of the 3 new objectives that we need to win the game. This is it. We complete all the objectives. We defeat every adversary, including the Phoenix King or Lord Ozai in your game, and do every one of the chakras. So, with all that said and done, let us go. And I'm going to do opening hands right here, just because we're right here right now. Zuko, you can go first. What are your first 5 cards? We got an Offer Aid. We got a Flame Shield. We got another Offer Aid. Come on, give me something good. That's 3. Give me. All right, Spiral Flare Kick. I was kind of hoping to get another thing that gives me a purpose, but that's all right. Zuko will be going first within this game. Aang, you will go second. Your opening hand are Offer Aid. There's a helping hand. There we go. Another Offer Aid. The Airbender tattoos, fantastic, and an Offer Aid. All right, that's good. So he can actually do a really good first buying turn. My goal is to give Aang pretty much all the airbending cards, and Zuko can just worry about the general support cards, gain non-bending allies, items, actions, things like that in order to support Aang as much as he can while Aang powers up through all of this bending, because Aang will be able to do all 4 bending abilities by the time we are done. So let's just see what we have first. So starting with the air cushion. Okay, so air cushion is one of the new ones that he has. It's an attack or health. If you discard this and you're an airbender, which Aang is, he would gain an attack and 2 health. That's actually really, really good to have because he could use the health. And then Thunder Gust here we also have 1 attack, 1 health, 1 attack, 1 purpose, I'm sorry. Roll the air dice or deflect 1. Now remember, deflect is a special key ability for this where you can take any adversary and throw it to the bottom of the deck. It will never go under Ozai. It will always go on top of them, but you will have to fight them later. Next down the line, we have the water cards. Yes, the water sphere shield is the first one I grab. I need to get that in Aang's deck immediately. All heroes drawing a card. Drawing cards is like the big thing right now, because if I can keep cycling through all of their decks as fast as I can, then that's really the way to do it for sure. What do we got? We got Detect Truth right here. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's an ally, add it to your hand. Otherwise, +2 attack. That would be for an Earthbender. I don't think I'm ever going to use that for Aang. He does have a really good ally in his deck because Appa is in his deck. He has Appa and the Avatar State. Those are the 2 unique cards that are in Aang's deck that he gained throughout this game. But Stone Levitation also lets him draw a card, which is awesome. And on the fire side, we have fire. Oh, good. Yes. Oh, yes. This is probably the good thing about having like no fire cards, though. 2 fire whips. Remember, if you're a firebender, you can draw a card and any bending skills you get goes on top of your deck. And then the pyre wall is deflect 1 or move the boat back and draw a card. Ooh, all right, good. So at least I know, Zuko is going to get some of these firebending cards for sure. All right, let's go ahead and do our opening market right here. So we have, wow, he just shows up all the time. I love it. The machinist. All right, so Zuko needs to get him if I can ever get 6, but it is very possible. The more bending I play with Aang, the more people are going to draw, especially if I get the Water Sphere Shield. That's going to be amazing. Snare traps, which are fine. It moves the boat. We got that. Oh, the purple pentapus. That's actually not a bad thing to have. We haven't really seen this at all. This was introduced way back in box 3. I don't think I flipped it or I collected it or anything like that. It's like 3 of them in the deck too. You can either move the ship back or gain an attack. The ore right there really makes it super amazing. And the blasting jelly. So we're definitely going to be sifting through a bunch of these as we go forward. I'm going to start by putting the adversaries down first before the objective because I like to see who it is we're going up against before anything else. First, we have a Fire Nation ship. Very simply put, any hero loses health. We can choose which hero. And then once we defeat it, we gain a card. All heroes gain a card. 1 through 7. We've seen this thing since the very beginning. So we are very, very familiar with it. Next, we have Mai. Mai, you need to start realizing what it is you're doing now. Active hero discards 1 ally from hand or reserve. Yeah, it's probably best that she gets out of this as soon as she can, because I know she was very heartbroken by Zuko. But at least with this, she starts to learn the error of her ways and why Zuko was right and just how bad Azula is. Please be Ty Lee. Oh my goodness, it's Ty Lee. Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, girls, you two stick together for sure. Their ultimate, like, I don't want to say betrayal, but like realization of just how bad the Fire Nation is and how bad Azula is like one of the coolest moments in the entire series, because you fight against them for so long and all of a sudden you're just like, no, I was right. I was right to like both of them. They are both really great characters. So this is a really nice setup here. Maybe not so much with the bending stuff, but I'd rather get rid of her first. I do apologize if any of this is very glaring. I'm trying to get better lighting, but it's not really working so well. However, what we do need to focus on right now is our objective, which the very first one is learn the origin of firebending. Yes, we've already, as I mentioned, finished up at the Western Air Temple. That has been completed. Zuko is part of the team. Zuko is training Aang, and he himself needed to relearn firebending in order to really teach everything he knew to Aang. Active hero must have a reserve firebending ally or gain a firebending card. That is easy. That is a very easy thing to do, especially with Aang, which I will do at this point in order to finish it. Zuko, as you see, gains reward card 29. Aang gains firebending. Dance with those dragons, my friend. Dance, dance, dance.
Yeah, that's a great dance you two learned there. It's not a dance. It's a firebending form.
Oh yeah? What's your little form called?
The dancing dragon.
Let's use those dance moves to get ourselves started with Zuko. Away we go to protect the world. Active hero -1, and the boat moves up 1. So the boat's at 2, and then we gotta move down this way. All right, so Zuko has 2 bending cards in his hand. Each one of them would actually end up dealing him a damage should he keep them. I really should just keep them for right now. I know I'm going to be taking early damage and everything, but it makes most sense right now. So we'll take the 2 damage from Zuko, and then 1 person takes a damage because of the Fire Nation ship, and we'll have Aang do that. No other allies in hand. So with that said, we got the Spiral Kick and the Flame Shield. I could just gain that health back, but I'd rather put the 2 attack on Ty Lee, because getting her out of here is better, because I'm going to really start powering up Aang with bending. And I only have 3 purpose, but I think I am going to get something with that 3. At the very least, I have a snare trap right here, which is for 3, and we'll move the boat back 1, and as an item, should I need to boost Earth at all. So I can always just toss the item if I don't have it. So any type of boat control is wonderful to have. And then, as I said, 2 on Ty Lee. So I only need to hit her 3 more times before I can get out of there and not have to worry about bending hurting me. Because as Aang plays, he's going to have so much bending. I swear. There we are. There's a helping hand. There's my other helping hand. Working together. Offer aid. And the last card is the dual swords in order to push the boat back. All right. Cool. Good first turn. Aang, you are up. We're not going to be able to do this until we can start actually rolling dice. Aang's first Fire Nation card. Active hero -1 for each card they have in their hand that costs 4 or more. That is nothing because I haven't bought anything yet. Fantastic. No bending in his hand either. Doesn't matter because he doesn't have any allies. Just got to worry about the ship. Wow, there's actually a really nice hand for that case for Aang. Yeah, I'm going to have him just take it just to put him even at Zuko. All right, 1, 2, 3. That's here. I need to count this. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to do the dragons right now. So I'm going to do the airbending tattoos and give 1 to Aang and 1 to Zuko. That's 4. And then helping hand, I'm actually just going to use as a 1 for right now for him. So this way he has a total of 5 purpose. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fill this spot right here with our general supply. And it is a meditate card, which is really not a bad thing for Aang to have just a card to heal him. But what I'm going to use, I'm going to take my 5 and head on over here to the fire area. Fire Whip, which is 1 attack, draw 1 card. If you are a firebender, guess what's going to happen. And you may put any bending card you acquire on the top of your deck. And I'm going to get this other Fire Whip to Zuko. And because of that, we were able to, well, we didn't have a firebender ally in the reserve, but we did gain a firebending card right there. And with that, we have learned the origins of firebending. We have trained with the dragons, and they have showed us, the people of the sun, what firebending really is about. It's about rebirth. It's about renewal. It is not about destruction or power or whatever the Fire Nation talks about. And now we have a new card for Zuko, Ron, and Shaw. This is the last reward card you will get in the game, and I'm so glad it comes this early within the box, because he's going to need this immensely. It is a firebending ally, and Zuko's the one that gets it, and as you can see, it's 2 damage, and then you roll the red dice twice. That is awesome. That is amazing. While Maya's out, we can't use it, but it's really good anyway. And Aang is a fully realized avatar, being able to use all 4 bending skills. And I will be buying all 4 bending as time goes on. Speaking of which, oh no. Oh my goodness. Ow, 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 ow. And so now, man. So yeah, Appa's in here as an ally. So right now with Ty Lee and Mai, you're gone, and you 2 do damage to me so long as you're in my hand. Oof. Oof. God. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. I'm not going to be able to do anything about it right now, but he's going to take a lot of damage next turn just to get her out of here. Before we move into all of that, we did one storyline pretty quickly. Let's see what we can do about the next one. Now we have to break out of the Boiling Rock prison. So there's a lot of stories within the second half of the Book of Fire, where Zuko kind of goes on these grand adventures with Team Avatar. Poor Toph doesn't get one, unfortunately. She even makes it a point to talk about it.
What? Everyone else went on a life-changing field trip with Zuko. Now it's my turn.
But with this one, Zuko teams up with Sokka in order to infiltrate the Boiling Rock prison, which is pretty much their version of Alcatraz, in the middle of a volcano, surrounded by boiling hot water, in order to rescue his dad and the prisoners that were taken from the unfortunate failure for, Day of Black Sun invasion. But right now, the active hero must use an ability to give another hero 1 or more tokens. An ability. Oh man, heroes may not use firebending. Oh, and that's all Zuko does. Oh, good. Good thing I had those firebending skills to begin with. So my only confusion with this is it says use an ability. Like, cards give that. Cards have abilities, right? The card abilities do that. That would make sense. Zuko could do it if he had 3 allies, but as long as Mai's out, he's not going to be able to do it. Plus, he can't use his firebending. Like, I'm going to have to think about that one. In any case, it is Zuko's turn. Active hero -1 reveals another card. All right, Zuko is at 7. Active hero -3. Oh, it doesn't stun him, but ouch, that hurts. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3 now for Zuko, -1 for Aang. We don't have any healing between us, by the way, so that's where things are going to get a little bit dicey. We will use... Do we want to use this now with the airbending staff? Am I going to be able to do anything? Or do I want to just boost Earth right now and call it a thing to be able to roll some dice, so hopefully be able to move forward with the chakra as well? You know what? Yeah, we're going to do it, because this is technically an ability. You know, it's just an extra thing that you could do, and it requires sacrifices and everything in order to power up, I guess. I know that says master ability, but like, Aang doesn't give tokens, and he would need 3 allies, and that would be so difficult to do at this point, considering I only have 1 ally here, and with Mai in there, yeah, I'm calling this, because otherwise I think this would just take forever to do. So instead of playing this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to boost Earth. We're going to toss the dual sword, and I'm actually going to toss the airbending staff as well. That means that we have boosted Earth because it was 2 either Earth or item cards. We're going to do this, bloop, and instead of each character taking a card from the bottom of their discard pile and putting it on the bottom of their main deck, we're going to go ahead and roll the red and the green dice. This way we can actually activate the Earth Chakra and then possibly give a token to Aang as well in order to satisfy the breaking out of the Boiling Rock prison thing. Because I'm pretty sure this is how this works. All right, so we got 2 attacks right here. The 1 attack I would assign to the Earth Chakra right here, and the next one would be here, and then I am giving Aang a token. Like, I don't see any other reason like how that would be. I'm sure someone down in the comments will let me know otherwise. It might just be this. But still, Yeah, I'm just going to call this. There's still a lot to go through with this game, like a ton of other, objectives that we have to reach and things that are just going to be problematic and everything. So I'm going to say that I have satisfied the conditions for this. Active hero, which was Zuko, used an ability, which was the boost board, in order to give another hero one or more tokens. I gave 1 token to Aang. So now all heroes gain 2 purpose, and we have successfully completed breaking out of the Boiling Rock Prison. In addition to that, we've also completed the Earth Chakra. So these are to the side, and this is going to be the chakras that we have earned up here at the beginning of Aang's turn. I'm going to flip this over. Again, I don't think there's anything within the rules itself to say specifically when I need to flip this over, but I'm just doing that because everything else flips over at the beginning of another player's turn, or the next player, I should say. But 1, 2, and then 1, 2 from that completion. And I'm just going to go ahead and work together right now to see what type of ally I can find within the deck. Because I have 2 helping hands and an offer aid, which even if I play the offer aid, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 already for Zuko. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh, the big bad hippo help out heavily. He's an earth ally, +1 damage. If another hero has an earthbending ally in reserve or in hand, roll the green dice, all heroes gain 1. So it's very similar to what the boulder did, but I think the boulder gave a purpose instead of healing. I am going to actually toss... I'm going to toss the blasting jelly, and we're going to put the hippo right here. So we'll put this... it's supposed to be shuffled back in, so whatever, I'll shuffle. Okay, so technically, I can play both helping hands for 1 instead of tossing them, giving me 6. There's actually a great thing in order to do this. Instead of building... I would have 4, because I would use... No, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. We are definitely going to wait a little bit later to be able to do that for when other things come out. I am going to take this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and my 1 attack. The 1 attack is going to go right onto Ty Lee, so now she is down to 3. And my 6 here are going to go right to the machinist in order to be able to gain 2 attack and draw a card. I know it's another ally, but I'll be able to hopefully get more damage onto Mai as soon as I can to get her out of here. And then my bending and my allies will be safe. I'll get that fire whip. Aang's not going to be buying that fire whip anytime soon. So Zuko's going to get it. He may even buy that pyre wall and all the other fire bending abilities, especially after we get rid of Ty Lee. All right, so we got the work together came back. Fantastic. Even though you're probably going to be gone by the time Mai gets here. Come on, cards. Stop sticking together. Got my flame shield and my offer aid. All right, so that's good. Let's bounce on over to Aang, and there's a lot that we have to reveal. So why don't we first reveal what the next chakra is, and that is the water chakra.
Next is the...
Water chakra?
Brilliant! Maybe one day you will be a guru too. This chakra deals with pleasure and is blocked by guilt.
So now whenever we roll a dice, if we happen to roll a heart or an attack, we will assign it to this card and then unlock the water chakra. Here we go. Let's go ahead and flip this over. Active hero -1, and the boat moves 1. All right. Okay, so that's that. The boat is now at 3. Who's going to take a hang? We'll just take the hit right here. That's fine. What else we got to do? Oh, before I do anything else, let's refill the market with restore the balance. Fantastic. Rolling dice is what we need to do right now for sure. And then the next objective, what is going to happen now? Confronting the Yanra of the Southern Raiders. This would be Katara's little trip that she does with Zuko, trying to confine and confront the group, specifically the leader of the Southern Raiders. These are the ones that invaded her village when she was a young child and ended up unaliving her mom and, carrying that around with her for so long. All right, let's see. Active hero must not gain attack on their turn. Active hero loses 1 heart for each waterbending card they play. Active hero must not gain attack on their turn. So if I gain no attack, you know what? That actually makes sense. If I gain no attack at all, because Katara had to learn a lesson of whether she takes revenge on the guy and becomes as bad as he is, or takes the high road that Aang would always say, violence is not always the answer. Oh, that's really cool. That's a really, really crafty ability. I don't have any waterbending cards. I don't think I'll buy any at this point, so that's really nice. Okay, now we're going back to this, tossing my ally because my makes me do that. And then, man, yeah, I'm going to do 1-2 damage in order just to do the air ball, and I'm sorry, the air blast and the air ball. So this way I can do 2 damage to Tylee. Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. Let's gain a health back, and I'm going to actually toss the air ball, because the air blast, if you defeat an enemy, any one hero gains a health, and that's going to be Aang. Oh, and then I also have an offer aid, so that'll be 3. Which I don't think I can get anything for 3. Nope. Sadly, no. But that's okay. 1, 2. Yeah, here we go. 3, 4, 5. Boom, boom, boom. Tylee has been taken down. Good. Now we can use bending skills without having worried about getting too much beaten up. Let's see. -1 to the boat, so that's back at 2, and then all heroes gain 1. I wish everybody gained a purpose. That would have been a little bit better. All right, Zuko back up to 1, and Aang's actually at 6 because this gained him a health right here when he used Air Blast. Unfortunately, there is nothing in the pool right now for 3. I did gain an attack this turn, so we have to leave the objective as is. Unfortunately, I lose all of this, which stinks. 1, 2, let's shuffle. All right, and 3, 4, 5. Poor Appa is gone once again, but I think I should be able to do something with the Avatar state next turn, or in theory. We'll see how it goes. Zuko goes now, and we can see who jumps in front of him, and that happens to be, oh great, his sister. Fantastic. Why am I not surprised that she reels her blue fiery head? As we know, she does -2 damage and moves the boat 1, which is going to be terrible because we have some good boat control, but holy jeez, it's tough. I need Appa. I need Appa to be in the actual mix, or else Mai is just going to go nuts on him. Active hero chooses another hero to -2. Oh, no. All right, so Aang's going to go -2. Zuko has to do -2 because of Azula. Any person does -1. There you go. And then the ship is at 3. I think what I'm going to do here, though, is I am going to boost air, and Aang's going to be the one to do it. So it's any air bending card or air ally, and then any card that produces 2 or more. I'm going to end up losing Appa anyway, and I'm going to end up losing my bending also to Tylee. So I'm just going to toss both of them right now, because the bending board can happen at any time during the active player's turn, and anybody can contribute to it. Zuko didn't contribute, but oh no, Tylee's gone, so it wouldn't matter anyway. But I didn't want to use Avatar State because that would just end up hurting him anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this right here in order to basically air stun an enemy for 2 turns, and I'm going to put both of these on Azula. So the regular ability would be for 1 turn. This is going to be for 2. So for Aang's turn and Zuko's next turn, Azula is not going to trigger. Unfortunately, we still have to deal with Mai tossing our allies around, which means poor Zuko loses the machinist before he even gets a chance to use him. Boo. Boo to that. All right, well, we'll use the snare trap right away in order to push the boat back to 2. All Parade gets us 1 lonely 1. I think I am going to use Flame Shield just to heal up a bit to get guys back. And then, yeah, let's work together one more time. I actually didn't even gain an attack this round, so we're going to be able to do the confronting of the raiders and healing everybody. Adapt like water. Tio. Okay, good. I like Tio. Tio is fun. Tio is way better than the hippo. Yeah, Tio is way better than the hippo by far. And because Zuko actually had a pacifist role in this time, which was very interesting, he didn't gain a single attack, we were able to confront Yanra here at the Southern Raiders and teach him a lesson in humility, and then, of course, put a bookend closure to Katara's story with her mother and, reconcile all that with her parents and everything. So, all heroes gain 2 health. Yes, I will take it. Healing. Keeping that heal up. We don't have Katara to constantly heal us, so that is a must-have at this point. So, all right, so Ron and Shaw are back. Oh, man, I wish I had something else to stun them because I would have loved to have been able to use them, but until then, okay, good. All right, so Zuko may have a huge buying turn next turn because he has so much going from right there. This is going to pretty much be a buying turn as well for Aang, but Let's see our next objective. It may seem like we're going through this fast, but you know, there's a lot of little stories that happen that lead up to the main event, fighting the Fire Lord. And that, of course, is, like I just said, the main event. All right, here we are. Now we're getting to the nitty-gritty of things. Commune with the Lion Turtle. Active hero must gain 2 or more health. Only the active hero may gain attack and purpose. All heroes draw a card. That is awesome. Oh my god, just him just gaining 2 health as is. I can't do that right now, but there is a possibility. I might buy Meditate in order to be able to do that. So I can't give any tokens out to anybody. And then this is, of course, when Aang learned how to basically what's called Spirit Bend. And that is his ultimate way in order to handle the Fire Lord, to handle the Phoenix King at the end of the whole thing and whatnot. So if it wasn't for the Lion Turtle being able to show Aang how to do these powers within, then I don't think Aang would have won. So this is awesome. Okay, so again, must gain 2 or more health. I could lose it. I could lose health really fast. That's a good thing. See, look at that. I lost 2 health. Ah, isn't that amazing? Let's go down the line. Razula loses 1 of her stuns. So Aang goes down 2, and then any hero loses 1. I'm going to have Zuko take that. And then we have 1, 2, whoops, wrong one. So I am going to toss Helping Hands in order to have 5 in total. Unfortunately, what I want to buy is, yeah, it's not this. I can use Water Bending fine and everything, so now I'm going to grab Water Sphere Shield right here because that'll cause all heroes in order to draw a card. I waste 1 purpose on this, but hey, what are you going to do? And communing with the Lion Turtle doesn't say anything about them not being able to draw cards. So this will still trigger with the Lion Turtle out. Might as well just move this down. Got an Ice Blast right there. Some healing, some damage, and boat movement. I still want Surf the Wave. Okay, that's that one right there. And again, actually, Aang didn't generate any attack that turn either, which is very interesting. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He wouldn't be able to actually defeat anybody next turn, and he would have to gain 2 or more health in order to finish the Lion Turtle. But hey, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So Zuko, you're up. All right, what we got here? All heroes reveal the top card of their deck. If they reveal the bending card, discard it and -2. Please don't be bending. It's a bending. Great, so that's there. Of course, his attack is gone. And you are the Airbender Glider, so at least you didn't take that damage. So that happened there. Azula is unstunned, so you're going to be taking damage next turn. I'm just going to have the Fire Nation ship hit him for 1. And unfortunately, we lose Ron and Sean because they are the only ally within his hands. Now, we know we have 2. I have to determine what of this. Do I want 3 and 1? Do I want 4 or 6 or 2? All right, so I'm going to take 1 and I'm going to toss that from the game in order to gain 1, 2, 3. And then we'll use this Helping Hand for a 1 in order to have 6 purpose in total, because all I need is actually 5 to give him a Fire Whip as well, which again is 1 attack, drawing a card, bending goes on top. I'd rather have that so this way he can not only do an attack, but then of course cycle through his deck a little bit more. So that helps out a lot. And now the boat's going to start moving again. So good thing I have the dual swords. Our problem right now is the lack of attack that we do not have. And we don't have to worry about losing our bending, but even still, oof, I have to worry about losing my allies. The allies is where all my attack is for Zuko. So maybe I should try to get rid of I don't even know. Oh boy. Aang, what can you do, buddy? All right, so she's back in the running, which is going to be really bad. I feel a stun coming on. Active hero loses a health and then discards a card. I then takes 2 and the boat goes up to 3. All right, so I can choose any one of these to discard. It doesn't really matter. Is there anything good? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss my airball. Remember, I was 1 from the Fireblade, 2 from Azula. The boat moved. I don't have any allies, so that's fine. Somebody else takes 1. Yeah, we're going to get hit hard. So what I want to do here is I want to take 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll use both of those to grab the Stone Levitation for 4. So that'll go into his deck. Now he has 1 of everything in here, which is awesome. And then the Air Blast, we'll just take 1. Who are we going to hit? I'm actually going to put it on Mai. We're going to be hurting. We're going to hurt badly when it comes to the next turn, because most people, we may have a double stun, to be honest with you, but because of Mai's ability to constantly take away our, our allies, we are losing terribly at this point. And I don't even have multiple allies to boost water at this point. So yeah, that's what's going to happen right now. Woof. Oh, this is, whenever Azula comes out, it's always rough. And I haven't been able to play 3 bending in a row yet. Once I get things like really going, then there'd be no stopping everyone. But for right now, we just kind of have to take what we can get and hope for the best, which I'm going to tell you right now, expect a stun. So I don't even know what I'll be getting rid of here. I mean, it's a guarantee that it's going to be a stun from Azula, but hey, what are you going to do? There we go. So active hero. So Zuko is stunned. Hey, we get to roll the dice. And is everyone stunned? Nope. The boat moves up 1. The boat moves up 2. So it's at 5. All right. So technically the boat is now at 6 because it goes up 1 because of Zuko. I have to discard 2 cards here. So he would have to be discarded anyway. So I'm going to discard that. And I'm going to toss an offer aid. You are stunned. So the attack from Azula doesn't matter. The Fire Nation ship. Hey, you're one here. I choose you to take the damage. Nope. It doesn't happen. So with that said, we are where we need to be. I'm going to go and yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do the dual swords. So now the boat has moved back from 6 to 4 and try to get that where it needs to be. This offer aid doesn't do anything, but this 1 attack right here, I'm going to go ahead and put that on Mai. So now she is 2 out of 4 or 6. Yeah, sorry about that. 2 out of 6. We have to make sure to do that. So her going away, so this way we can start playing allies, would be a much better thing to do. So this way we can then unload on Azula. Defeat the lackeys before you go ahead and take down the final boss. That's generally like RPG 101 from what I see. See, that's what I'm saying. That would be such a crazy attack if I was able to do it and if things didn't stick together, work together. How about that? All right, so we got some good buying also for Zuko next turn too, which is good. All right, Aang, you're back at 10. You're about to get stunned, my friend. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, boom. All heroes choose to lose a bending card or -2. Well, as we know for Aang, he's going to get stunned anyway because of Azula, which is going to put the boat up at 6, from 5 for Azula and then 6 because he's going to be stunned. So I'm not going to worry about getting rid of a bending. Zuko, unfortunately, has to take the 2 because he didn't have a choice. I did that, so now I have to discard 2 cards. I'm going to get rid of the offer aid and the airbending staff. And I know that seems weird to do because I can put stuff on top of my deck, but now that it is Aang's turn, what I can do is, and going from this up to 10 is not gaining health during a turn. That's just coming back from being stunned. So I have to actually play cards that increase my health in order to commune with the lion turtle. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is a fire whip. So again, this is +1. We got an attack, which I'm going to put on Mai, and I get a draw on offer aid. That's not going to do anything for me, unfortunately. We got 1, 2. Actually, maybe make things a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this to gain 3, and then the offer aid is going to give me 1. So I actually have, I thought I was only going to have 5. I actually have 6 purpose and 1 attack. You got to go here. I'll put the attack on Mai, so now she's halfway there. I originally had 5, and I was going to get Surf the Wave, but I think I'm going to get Thunder Gust instead, which will be able to deflect an enemy down if things get a little bit too out of hand. So, yeah, let's go ahead and Thunder Gust for 6 and have a directed funnel on top. That's pretty good. It's a good burst of, the purpose, and then, of course, things would go on top of my deck instead of discard pile. Nothing would go on top this time because I already got rid of the staff, unfortunately. I didn't do multiples, right? No, it was only 1. It was only just the fire whip. That's right. Okay. But I'm starting to really pile on the bending now. So hopefully we'll start seeing things come up more. There's 1 bending. I need to do 3 bending in 1 turn. That's 2 bending. That's 3 bending. That's 3 bending in 1 turn. Pending I don't actually lose it. Whoosh. Here we go. I flew the Appa token over, so that was that. There we go. All right. Active hero -1. The boat moves up 1. So now the boat's at 7. Oh, no. The boat's at 8. Oh, no. Oh, no. 1 and then 1, 2 right now because of Azula. The boat is at 8. Somebody has to take a damage. We'll have Aang do that. And now we lose this 1 ally because of Mai. Oh, no. Okay, we don't have much in the way of boat All right, so we're immediately going to work together to see if we can find another ally in order to just put it out there somewhere. If anything, I'll just get rid of meditate. Paisho Tile. Master Pai Dao. Oh man, 3 attack and he draws a card. All right, yeah. I was hoping, do I get the purple pentapus? Because it has the boat control, and right now we need some major boat control going on. Yeah, sorry, meditate. I know I probably shouldn't because we need the healing, but for right now, I'd rather have the powerful attack that Master Pindao gives, at least if anything possible. Plus, he draws a card, which is even better. Oh, I want to get Tio and Pindao in there into Zuko's deck. And I'm just going to toss the helping hand for 3, 4, 5, but unfortunately, I'm only going to need 4. Because Tio is 4, and that's how that's going to be. So, again, just get him in there. Anything that rotates the cards is great. Drawing cards is perfect because that just adds more resources to Zuko's abilities. And now if I manage to get more allies in hand, that will mean that I can choose which one to get rid of and then just kind of get around Mai's ability for right now until I get rid of her. Not that it matters because all I have are 3 bending cards in hand already. If I draw an ally, I can use it, which is awesome. So maybe this turn isn't going to be so bad. We'll have to see, but I have to draw 2 Fire Nation cards. I can't boost water because I don't have any non-bending allies or water bending at this point in order to toss to make it go back 2. So this is where things get very dicey. Active hero -3. It does not stun him, but it does put him at 6. This does require me to draw another card. This isn't my second card, so I got to draw 3 of these. Oh my goodness. All right, so active hero -2. Cannot gain health. Not that I was planning on anyway. Oh my goodness, all heroes -3. I'm stunned. That surprise attack is the new one from here. This is going to be awful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then Azula hits Aang, and so boom, he is stunned. Oh man, so the boat actually goes up to 10 now. I only have a movement backwards of 1 right now for that. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. All right, we got to get rid of stuff. So I'm going to toss both offer aids right there. Somebody does have to take a damage from the Fire Nation ship. So Zuko might be stunned next turn if I don't do something about this right now. So what we're going to do is... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I can get rid of Mai right now, which is really good. So we're going to go ahead and airball for an attack. We're going to go ahead, air blast for an attack, airball for an attack. And then we're going to play stone levitation, which is 1, gives an attack and draws a card. Because Aang used his ability, everybody gets to draw a card. So I'm going to draw a second card for, fantastic, good. So Mai didn't get rid of it. And then Zuko will get another card. He gets an offer aid because of that. See, now we're going to start getting things rolling. Avatar State can't do anything with because I am dead. But Appa can push the boat back to 8. So Zuko still has to do stuff. But, well, let's see what I can... No, I don't have any other boat pulling stuff. But at least I can take these 3 and drop them right here onto Mai, which is awesome. So I beat her. She is gone. I can finally start using allies again. And what she does is one of the best rewards ever is all heroes draw a card. Great. Give him more to Zuko. He's going to be losing a lot when he gets stunned. But what is it? If they draw a card and it's not an ally, they draw an additional card. So hopefully Aang will draw a bending card, and then we'll see what else he gets. We'll start with Zuko over here for that. So I drew Tio. So that's it. These are, that's all he can draw because it was an ally, but that's fine. Again, he's most likely going to get stunned. He's going to lose a lot of cards, but he'll still have a bunch in hand. We got the Water Sphere Shield for Aang. So we do get to draw something else. I love how I'm just going through his entire deck so fast. So boom, all heroes draw 1. So actually Zuko will gain another card if I can actually not get these things stuck together, right? Are we good? Yeah. Oh, offer aid. Fantastic. We draw the airbending glider. Boom, and it goes on top. You know what? I'm going to take those 3 right now, and I'm going to get the direct funnel, and we're going to put that on top. So, hooray. That at least, as I know, is an airbending card up top right there. Holy jeez. Wow, that was an awesome draw, by the way, of everything. So, that is it. I've already assigned everything. You can fly back over. You go back up. We know that's a direct funnel. Thunder Gust. All right, good. Roll of the dice. Get moving on the chakras. Watch out. Don't knock things over. Airbending tattoos, and 2 offer aids. All right, here we go. Again, unfortunately, Zuko will have to draw 2, and whatever he draws first is probably going to stun him. Yep, there we are. So good thing he drew all those extra cards already. Now he can't do anything else, so he is stunned. So you're popped, you're popped. How many do I have here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I gotta discard 4 cards. I'm going with discarding Tio and all my offer aids because I can't draw cards anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm keeping my snare trap, my spiral kick, my attack cards because I'd like to just kind of do an attack. I couldn't afford anything anyway because, well, I could afford stuff, but because I had discard stuff, I wouldn't be able to really like dive into it. However, we still need to fill the board both for a new adversary, because I forgot to do that, and then refill the market. Let's do this before we draw Sokka's second card. Be as free as air. 3 purpose, and you roll the air dice. Cool. And our adversary, please be something easy. Oh, a Southern Raider. So this is new. This is brand new for 7. All support cards cost an additional purpose.
And they knew what it meant.
Oh, man. Yeah. So
a Fire Nation raid.
Just destroy things along their ways. And again, as we learned from before, they were the ones that invaded Sokka and Katara's home way back in the day.
But somehow we managed to drive them off.
Good. Now everything costs 1 more. And as things cost 1 more, I need to flip 1 more as well. Activate -2 and can assign 1 or more attack on each one this turn. Oh, that stinks. Well, I only had 3 attack anyway. I wanted them all on Azula, but that's not happening. The boat will go back to 9 to at least give it a little bit of a, like a whatever right there. We got 1 attack from the Fire Whip. I can't do the other thing because I can't draw cards. Got my Spiral Flare, doing 1 damage there. Do I want to just heal Aang back to 10? No, because that's all heroes plus. No, I'll just spread the damage around 1 by 1 to each one of the enemies. And a 1, and a 1, and a 1. There we go. Satisfied both of those cards. Oh my god, we got to push that boat back immediately. Okay, here we go. Always got to remember if I have any allies I have in hand. So let's go ahead and 1. Come on, 2. I got 2 here, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time right now with these cards, but that's the end of that. Over here, Zuko is back at 10. Let's see what happens. Drawing 2 cards is the worst. All right, so it moves 1, all hero -1, so Aang's at 8, Zuko's at 9, and the boat is now at 10. Remember, if it hits 15, it's an instant game over. Active hero chooses another player to lose 2. All right, so Zuko loses 2 because of that, and Aang loses 2 because of the Azula, and 1 more because of the Fire Nation ship, which I wonder if I forgot that last turn. I don't remember. I might have. Who knows? All right. Offer aid, offer aid. So we know we got 2 of those. The directed funnel will give me 2 more, and any bending I have will go right on top. Yeah, we'll do 1 and 1. Unfortunately, I can't do 1 and 1, so I might as well just do 2 right over here because I can't give anything to Zuko because of the Lion Turtle. However, I do have a Thundering Gust, so I will have 1 more right here. We will have an attack, and I could deflect. Do I want to deflect Azula down and get rid of her? I think I'm going to do that, actually. So the way that you deflect, this could be really bad for later, but we should be stronger then, is we take the character and we send them to the bottom of the deck. They will always go on top of Ozai regardless of anything, but at least if I do that, I might be able to have a better chance because this should be, if this is the Fire Nation soldier here, then we'll definitely be able to catch back up, no problem. All right, so we're going to grab this. I'll put this on, I don't know, we'll just spread some stuff around, and then I'll take all of this purpose. We'll put this I'll put it on the Raiders just to kind of like start knocking them down. And remember, everything is increased by 1. So I have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 here. Master Pie now is technically 8. I'm going to take Surf the Wave. It's technically 6 because of the Southern Raiders powering it up. But hey, a Water Whip. That's good. I'll have to grab at least that for Aang's deck. And that's 4 now. And plus, rolling dice is never a bad thing. Do I have How many did I play? 1, 2. I only did 2, but at least this goes on top of the deck instead of going below it. So there we go. Fantastic. All right. 1, as we knew that was. 2, 3, 4. Come on, bending. And for the last one, we have Appas. Oh, that's fine. That pushes the boat back. Once we get the boat back a little bit more, then I'll get rid of the Raiders and we can move forward a little bit with everything. Like right now, I'm just really scared because of where the boat is, and drawing, again, 2 Fire Nation cards a turn is terrible. Let's see who our adversary is. Please don't be who I think it is. Please don't be who I think it is. Please, 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 please. Okay, good. All right, thank goodness. It's a little safe right now, just to kind of like not have to worry about the boat. But let me tell you, it's going to get really, really bad really fast. Fire Nation Soldier, we've seen a bunch of times already since the very beginning. Whenever we discard a card or somebody else's control, none of these guys will make us do that. We lose a heart. Oh, rolling the green dice is a heart, actually. And everybody heals 1. So that's a thing that just happened. Card number 2 is hero. All heroes -2 and cannot gain health this turn. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, here we are. Now let's start doing our thing. Boat goes back 2. It's at 9. I still got to draw 2 cards, but at least it's back a little bit more. And Appa will push it back to 7. What do we got? Let's go ahead and do right here. So we gain 2 attack and we get to draw a card. Let me shuffle. All right. So we draw a card to help us out. Spiral Flare Kick. All right. So that's another attack that we can do. Let's then do Ran and Shaw, which is 2 attack. And we roll this twice. We can't gain any hearts. So, all right. Everybody draws a card. Fantastic. Because again, the Lion Turtle doesn't say that you can't draw a card. Come on. Tio, fantastic. And Aang gets an Air Blast. Beautiful. Roll again, and an attack. Unfortunately, only Zuko gains it because of the Lion Turtle again. Oh, you know what? No. I'm going to put that back. I'm going to put that back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it to the Water Chakra because I need either a heart or an attack in order to unlock it. So, boom. I have used that in order to unlock the Water Chakra. Fantastic. All right, so we use that. I have an Offer Aid, which doesn't really do much. I'm really just gaining a ton of attack this turn. I have Work Together. Do I really want to do anything? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and work together. Maybe we'll swap out this Pentapus for something along that way. Is Lychee Nut, that's fine to get rid of. Hey, another Pentapus. Jasmine Dragon Tea, wish I had that. Oh, Guru Patik. Oh, he's perfect because we're running with the chakras. +2 or search your discard pile for a bending card and put it in hand. Ooh, Aang could definitely use that. All right, so with that all said, we do have Tio here. The problem is I can't purchase anything because, what is it? Because of the Southern Raiders. I have 1, 2, I have 3 allies. So at least I gain another one there. I'm just going to put 1, 2. Oh, man. What do I do? What do I got? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 health and 3 purpose. I can't purchase anything, so that's all gone. So I'm not worried about that. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, just kind of spread things out a little bit. Zuko has now become a main attacker, so that is great. All right, so that goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We need to really get that boat back really fast. So with Aang's turn, he has a lot of cards in hand, so hopefully we'll be able to do something, but he also hopefully will not get stunned. Oh, I get so nervous with this. Active hero -2, so Aang's at 1 health. And active hero -1 for each card they have in their hand that costs more than 4, which is Appa. So, and the Fire Whip. So, yep, he is stunned. Oh, boat's at 16, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my hand, so I gotta get rid of 3. I'll toss both of these Offer Aids, and I'm gonna toss the Air Blast as well. The Southern Raiders are making it very difficult for me because I know what I want to purchase, but I can't right now. All right, Appa, push the boat back to 8. Still drawing 2, but we're slowly but surely moving that along. Fire Whip at least does 1 damage, and then draws the Airbender Staff, which isn't going to do me any good, unfortunately. Ride the Wave gives 1 and 1, and rolls, so I can gain it, but Zuko can't gain. Oh, you know what I got to do? Hold on. Before I assign that, we got to see what our next chakra point is. Of course, I'm looking at all the other stuff. I forgot to flip the chakra. Next, we have to unlock the fire chakra.
Third is the fire chakra, located in the stomach.
My fire chakra would like to eat something other than onion banana juice.
Good one. Moving on. This chakra deals with willpower and is blocked by shame.
So now this is our first chakra that has the word "and" in it. So it's rolling a heart and a purpose. I rolled a purpose right here. So I'm going to go ahead and assign it to this. Once you assign it, it's locked onto it. So now I need to find a way to roll and get a heart in order to do that. You don't have to do it in one turn. Or at least that's the way I've read it. I interpreted it through the instructions. So that is that. Unfortunately, again, everything else isn't really going to do... Did I do 3 bending? I don't think so. No, I got rid of the air blast. Nope. I had, because he's an ally, and then 2 other bending. Yep, that's it. So these don't matter because I don't have anything to assign, but I do have 2 attack. So I'm just going to put them both right here. Now, I know what those next cards are. I know what those enemies are, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid to, like, flip them up because they're going to mess me up so badly. I need to move the boat back more before I'm comfortable at all, but my guys keep getting stunned, then it's just going to be problematic. Plus, there are cards in there that move the boat. I think I've only seen 1 of them that moves the boat, too. So, Stone Levitation, Airbender, Tattoos, Avatar State, Directed Funnel, and... Wow, okay, good. So I'll definitely be drawing a card next turn for everybody. So that is a good thing to see right there. All right, Zuko is at 5. We also have to figure out a way to gain health. Got to move forward with that lion turtle. This is why Zuko can gain stuff. So, oh man, active hero -3. He's at 2. All right, well, this has to be resolved. Another. Oh, Zuko is stunned. I just want to see what his next card is for anything else. Discards the card. All right, well, whatever. All right, so Zuko, I knew it was going to be stunned. So the boat's at 9. You do take 1 damage. I have to get rid of 2 cards. So these 2 are gone. And then I did the other one, so I have to discard a card anyway. So I'll discard this other Offer Aid, and Aang will take the 1 damage from the Fire Nation ship. All right, whatever. Flame Shield for an attack. Fire Whip for an attack. And then we get to draw a card. Is our last one. Oh, good. The boat at least goes back to 8. So that's a little bit of something right there. We got these and 2. And put 1 in the Fire Nation ship and 1 over here in the Fire Nation soldier. All right, and let's go ahead and do the 5 cards. We got an Offer Aid. We got a Fire Whip. Again, just the helping him of getting through this deck. Oh, good, even more card drawing, so long as I don't draw the thing that says, don't draw a card. There we go. Okay, Spiral Flare Kick sounds good. Whoosh, on over to Aang. Here we go. All characters choose -2 or -1 ally from hand or reserve. Well, Zuko is at, whatever, put him at 8, and we'll go to 6 right here for Aang because I don't have an ally. I could get rid of the machinist here, but I'm gonna keep him in order to draw. And his second one is all heroes reveal the top card. If it's a bending, lose it. Are you a bending card, or are you a card that just wants to get stuck to other cards, apparently? Nope, you're a Tio. You are fine. And Aang probably is a bend. Nope, it's an Offer Aid. Wow, that was actually really lucky right there. I was expecting that to be. I'm going to have Zuko take 1 from the Fire Nation ship. And now it is Aang's turn. All right, Directed Funnel. So we know we get 2 and anything goes on top. Thundering Gust. So we have 1 and 1. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to roll the yellow dice and get a +1 card. So everybody draws a card. So we know that's Tio, and we know that that's an Offer Aid. So we're going to put this here. I'm hoping to get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping to get 6. Probably going to happen too. So Stone Levitation, we got 1, 1, and we draw a card. We actually draw 2 cards because at this point I've done multiple bending. So we'll draw 1 card for Aang. We'll draw 2 cards for Aang, and we'll draw 1 card for Zuko. Maybe I'll cycle back through and get Appa. Okay, so we'll gain another purpose from a Water Sphere Shield, and then all hero draws a card. So we got that for an All for Aid, and then Zuko goes for Ren and Shaw. Actually, I may just start. All right, so I'm gonna actually kind of stop for the moment being. I have more cards in my hand that I'm gonna play for Aang, but before we do anything else, I'm gonna take these attacks right here, and I'm gonna wipe out 2 different cards. We're first gonna wipe out the Southern Raiders, so that's that. That's 2, 4, 6. Boom, boom, boom. These have been assigned, all done and finished. Gone from hand right here. So now all heroes gain 2. Unfortunately, Zuko will not be able to gain this 2 because of the Lion Turtle, but at least Aang will gain 2 more. And then we'll go ahead and smack that on the Fire Nation ship. So boom, goodbye to that one. Now we're going to get ourselves in a situation where we're going to have 1 enemy left that we're going to have to deal with, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There's actually 2 more on this deck before we see the Phoenix King. The Fire Nation, ship also caused everybody to draw a card. So we'll just add 1 more to Zuko's pile because we can. Hey, his dual swords, fantastic. And over here we have, sweet, okay, good. Oh my goodness, Appa. So the boat goes back to 6. So Zuko will only need to draw 1 card. Oh boy. What I was hoping for was some type of heart in order to heal Aang. I'm going to gain 1 back from that. I'll gain 2 here. Wow. Okay, so that's a thing. What did I play? The directed funnel. So any bending I have will go on top of my deck. Let me see how many I got so far. So I'm going to play the Avatar State, and I'm going to lose 2 health. And by losing that 2 health, I've actually gained 2 purpose. Now we go over to the piles of bending. I'm actually taking 1 more damage. So Aang is at 4. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have a lot of purpose. I have a ton of purpose. And I'll show you what I have. So here's 3, which are going to be for the water whip. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I'm actually going to put onto air cushion. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is going to go on to the pyre wall. So I've gained an air bending, a water bending, and a fire bending all in one. That's what? 6, 11, 14 purpose gained in this one shot. So all of this goes on top of Aang's deck. Small vortex goes down, revealing an air kick. I would have loved to have grabbed that instead, but it is what it is. Both of these go down, and there's not much fire bending left, but at least I was able to get that into Aang's deck. The firewall will move the boat back and keep that a little bit more in check. Wow, look at that. Look at how many cards we went through. We went through so many cards with Aang. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, goodness. The thing I like about the air cushion is if you discard it, you still gain the attack and 2 health. And if it's my turn and I discard it and I gain those 2 health, then I have accomplished the Lion Turtles thingy that it wants me to do. Please, thank you, Airbender staff. Oh, boy. All right, so Zuko, unfortunately, is going to have to deal with a lot of insanity. And by that, I mean 2 new adversaries, which, again, are the last 2 adversaries that we'd have to face before going up against Lord Ozan. So first things first, the return of Combustion Man. Yeah, you thought we were done with him in the last game. Nope, he is here right through to the end. Doesn't know when to quit, doesn't know how to go away. Again, just like the last one, +1 for the boat, and each time the boat is removed, which is weird how it says that. It's really goes backwards 1, goes backwards at all. So the -2s count as 1. The active hero loses a health. And now, because we threw her on the bottom, here is Azula. And I should probably boost at some point water and fire to get, oh geez, here we go. All right, so this is where the problem comes in. So the boat's going to move a grand total of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sokka, or not Sokka, I keep calling him Sokka because I keep thinking that Zuko Sokka thing.
My first girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
Zuko's going to lose 2 health, and then he'll probably lose another one trying to get the boat where it needs to be. In one fell swoop, the boat is at a 10. Oh, goodness. All right, so we know we're doing the dual swords. Do I want to do anything else? You know what? Yes, we are going to boost water. We're going to have Zuko and Aang work together to boost water. And I just bought the water whip as a water card, which is fine. So we're going to toss both of them, one water and one non-bending ally. And that is going to boost water. And I'm going to use the ability on the water to push the boat back too. And then I'm also going to use the dual sword. Now, using the boost counted as a thing that Zuko did. So he does take one from Combustion Man. And then this too is one from Combustion Man. So that is just cut. Did I take the 2 from Azula? I don't remember. I don't think I did. So we're just going to put him at 3. I'm 99% sure I didn't do that. But I have now moved the boat back 4 spots back to 6. So I'm going to say I took that 2. Whatever. What can you do? I know I have 1, 2 offer aid. So we'll put those there. We'll put the machinist down. So we have 1, 2 attack. And we draw a card, which is the Flame Shield. Fire Whip gains 1, draws, got an offer aid, 1. I can put the Twin Fire Blast on top, by the way, because the Fire Whip enables me to do that. But maybe I'll get 6. We'll see. Depends. We'll see right here. Let's do 1, 2 for Ron and Sean, and we get to roll this dice twice. Now, if any of them's a heart, actually, if any of them's a heart, I'll just leave it. All right, so I'm the only one that gains a purpose because of that. Come on. All right, I'm the only one that gains an attack because of the lion turtle. We're just going to go straight out attack. Just going to knock down everyone the best we can with a 1 and the spiral flare kick for 2. I do have a work together, but I don't really, you know what, maybe that be free as air can go away. Anything at this point wouldn't be that bad. Sure. Kyoshi, sure, why not? I'm actually just going to shove that to the bottom. I don't really feel like doing a full shuffle. So, hooray! Kyoshi is here. All right, Zuko, it's time. Just go and go crazy right now, please. Defeat them the best. Actually, I can. Oh, man, I can get the lion turtle because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically 8. I'll put that on the Fire Nation soldier because I can get rid of him next turn. Right there. Defeating Azula means that all heroes gain 2 health, which is exactly what I need in order to commune with the lion turtle. Ooh, Zuko's doing it. That's a fun one. All right, so I just want to go 1, 2, 1, 2 right here before we head on over to the lion turtle. Because the lion turtle's reward is that everybody draws a card. And we love drawing cards in this particular game because we are just going through our decks like crazy, which is nuts. I love it. All right, so community with lion turtle, done. All right, and we draw, offer aid. So now that'll just go here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll draw from Aang, yeah, which is an air blast. All right, cool. I'm just going to give Zuko Restore the Balance. He has 5. He needs 4 in order to get it. So I'd rather just do Restore the Balance. And it's the end of his turn, so I do not forget. Sure, why not? Everything's in balance. Because I'm going to need, again, to start rolling dice like crazy in order to be able to move through these chakras. Snare Trap, good. All right, and with Zuko, we have an Offer Aid, a Fire Whip, and we have Flame Shield, and come on, let's go, another Offer Aid. All right, that's actually pretty good. I know what I want to do here. We're actually going to move over to Aang, and we're going to draw one from the Fire Nation deck because we managed to push it back to 6, which is awesome. Now we're going to have to deal with the Phoenix King here, which again, this is something that I did for my game. I've kind of upgraded this guy to be a lot more powerful and more story accurate, I would have to say. So, all right. Active hero chooses another hero to -2. Zuko's at 3. Phoenix King does the exact same thing Ozai does, but he rolls the red dice twice. He's twice as powerful because now the Comet is here. First roll, heart, -1 from everybody. So that's probably the best thing right now. Second roll, all heroes discard a card. Do I have it? Yes! Yes! Aang discards this to gain 2 health and an attack. That is actually really awesome. Zuko, on the other hand, I don't really need anything. Just toss the Offer Aid. That's perfect. And then Combustion Man would move at 1, so it's at 7. So I do need to move the boat at some point. and then Zuko is taking a damage because he had to discard a card from hand. So did Aang technically, so the Fire Nation soldiers. I feel like Zuko did something else as well that I missed. I might have wrote it on there or caught it at some point. I don't know. That Fire Nation soldier always seems to get me. I always forget to move stuff around on whenever I discard anything to lose a health. The only other thing I don't want to forget right now is continuing our story, because we need to get to the end of the story here in order to, of course, win the day. Stop the Fire Nation fleet. This is when they had all of their hot air balloons and blimps and whatever like that all over the place. And yeah, it's up to us in order to be able to stop them. And this is actually going to help. Oh my God, this is going to be great.
And how do we do that, Captain Boomerang? I can't see outside of this floating hunk of metal.
Airship slice!
I loved watching Sokka and Toph take these things out. It was epically amazing. Assign 6 attack. That should be really easy. If the active hero assigns at least 2, -1 to the boat. Gain back that control. Gain back that boat control. And once we complete it, everybody gains 2 attack. So now, even when we get rid of all of the enemies on the field, we still can't start doing damage to the Phoenix King until we have unlocked all of our chakra. So we need to roll a heart at some point in order to do that. What I have, unfortunately, is not going to do that. What I'm going to do first, before I play any cards, is we are going to go ahead and we will, yes, we shall. I just want to make sure I have what I have here. Yeah, we're going to boost fire. And by boosting fire, you can either discard cards from your hand that have the fire symbol on it, whether it be allies or bending, or you heal adversaries. I need to do 2, so I'm just going to go ahead and just heal the Fire Nation soldier for 2 anyway. What I'm going to do then is we're going to do an immediate boost. We've boosted all 4 elements, so that means we get to surge. By surging, we get to look through our hand and discard pile and remove a card permanently from our deck, or we can take one from the general supply, put it in our discard pile for free. As much as I would love Kyoshi, I think these offer aids are pointless, so I'm going to get rid of that one for Zuko. And I know there's a ton of them in here for Aang. There's one. So we're going to get rid of that one for Aang as well. What I'm going to do, normally it would be a burn and turn for the fire, which would be taking any cards from the general supply and putting them to the bottom and replacing them. I don't want to do that right now. I want to take these 2 dice and I want to roll them and I want to try to get a heart. And I do. Fantastic. So we'll assign that to the fire chakra and we'll use the air in order for everybody to draw an additional card. Fantastic. I got to get rid of that work together too because I don't care about it. So you'll go up here in the fire chakra. We'll flip over the next one at the beginning of Zuko's turn. And now we can officially start Aang's turn. So we'll put this down right now. The pyre wall will gain a health and I'm not going to deflect anything. So we'll move the boat back to 6, which is great, and draw yet another card, which is a fire whip. So we'll do that. And draw another card, which is Surf the Wave. Unfortunately, because I didn't reveal anything, whatever this is just what it is. But I'll take a heart. Nope, everybody gets an attack. And he actually gets it this time because we completed the lion turtle. 2 more offer aids. That's a 3. Bending goes on top of his deck. And an air blast for 1. And if I defeat something, I gain a heart, which I am going to defeat something because I want to just get rid of the Fire Nation soldier to not have to worry about it. Come here, my purpose. We'll put just the 1 on Combustion Man because we got to do that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the soldier. What's great about this is at the very least, Zuko's now at 2 health and Aang goes to 9 because of healing it here. Oh, actually, no, yeah. We're fine. We're fine with that. That's what I'm going to do. I was thinking about putting the attack on Stop the Fire Nation fleet, but I think we're okay with the boat 4 right now. I'm going to spend this 4 on the air kick. Hold on. How many bending did I do? 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Before I do any of that, we're going to go ahead and flip that. Let me do this. Because remember, Aang's ability enables me to draw a card once I do 3 or more bending. And yeah. The tattoos, I don't really need it, so I'm just going to give 1 and 1, and I'm still just going to take the air kick and put it here. So that is going to be Aang's turn. I don't need that anymore. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. I feel a stun, unfortunately, coming on, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, because I moved the boat back, Aang does take a damage there from Combustion Man. Let's just give him his card so we know that the air kick is next. Air ball, stone levitation, the avatar state, and directed funnel. Wow, a lot of airbending, like mostly airbending at this point. Fantastic. At least Zuko only has to draw one card, so... Oh, okay, there we go. So the boat moves up to 7. All heroes -1. So Zuko's at 1 and Aang's at 7. Now we get to roll that dice. We roll it twice. Hearts, healing everybody. So that's gone. Wow, I get lucky with that first roll. What is that one? And it moves the boat. So the boat is now at 9 because it moved up from you and it moved up from you. Okay, so I definitely want to take 2 attack at some point and assign it to stop the Fire Nation fleet. So we'll put those 2 there. We'll draw a card from him. Got an offer aid. We'll put that here. Flame shield. All heroes gain 1 because I'm using the snare traps in order to go back to 8 on the board. Hopefully give him a little bit of breathing room, and that does do a damage because of Combustion Man. Fire Whip does an attack and draws a card, which is 2 more offer aids. And again, any bending I buy will go, whoops, that's an attack. Any bending I buy will go on top. I'll take 2 and we'll slap them on there to at least put the boat down to 7. I'm still going to have to draw 2, unfortunately, but it does kind of move it a little bit back better. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to restore the balance again. More dice roll. I don't need work together for anything either right now. So if I can get rid of that, that would be fine too. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. Let's take that 1 damage and put it on Combustion Man and Aang. Before he goes, let's see what our next chakra is. I know I should have did that for Zuko, but I actually didn't roll a dice at all, so I'm not too worried about it. We have the air chakra.
The 4th chakra is located in the heart. It deals with love and is blocked by grief.
So this is assigning 2 separate hearts, so that is 2 different rolls. Well, just says assign 2 hearts, so I assume that would be the same thing as like you play cards here and then you assign the heart that way. Like it doesn't say roll, it says assign 2 hearts. So if I have anything to heal, like the air ball, I could put it on there. Yeah, I'm going to say that that is how that works. Let's fill this area right here with, the Lost Bison leaflet. That's a +2 on the, purpose, and a -1 on the boat. That is amazing. I'm going to need that. It's got to get that in there as soon as I can. -2 from everybody. Great, everyone's healed once again. Combustion Man's going to move it to 8, so I'm just going to move that now. Phoenix King. Attack symbol. All heroes -1. Zuko is stunned. And the boat moves to 9. Fantastic. Yep, so that's that. Zuko gets stunned, so the boat now is at 10, which is terrible. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got to get rid of 2, so we'll get rid of you. And, oh, man. All right, well, I'm going to get rid of restore the balance because Ron and Shaw can roll the red dice twice. Oh, goodness. All right, so we'll just start off with the air ball. I'm going to take the heart and put it here, so that's halfway to that. Stone levitation, which is 1, 1, and drawing card, because I just want to keep drawing cards. Hey, cool, a water whips. That's 1 and 2. The directed funnel will give me 2 more. The air kick will give me 2 and 2. And all I have in my hand left is the avatar state. But I do get to draw another card because I did a ton of bending. So we'll draw a card for the air cushion. Oh, perfect. So where I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and we are going to have now successfully completed the air chakra because we've assigned 2 hearts from what we've pulled onto that. Fantastic. So we can do this, move this up here, and Zuko actually gets to draw a card. All right, and Zuko gets the snare traps. Wow, he has a lot of boat movement. At least he'll be at full health by the time we're done here. All right, let's grab all of this. So I'm just going to take these 3. Apparently I assigned 3. I thought it was 2, but I'm just going to assign 3 here, We'll move the boat back to 9. That does put Aang at 6. I have the Avatar State in my hand, and I'm not going to use that because I don't really want to lose any health, at least any further than what I'm at. Defeating the Fire Nation fleet does give me 2 extra, so I am going to put the 3 I have left over and those 2 that Aang got on to Combustion Man. So he is halfway down, which is great. And granted, I do have 6. I could probably get the Pyre Wall, but I'm actually going to take... Do I just take the Lost... I have to. I haven't seen it at all in any of my games, and this is perfect for Appa, or for Aang, because he lost Appa and found him. So yeah, I'm just going to... Well, no, never mind. I have 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, go Rupatik. Now that makes more sense. Makes more sense to take him in order to try to gain as many bending cards back to my hand as I can, or just gain some purpose. Okay, there we are. We're getting there. We're getting there little by little, everyone. Little by little. 1, just drawing cards. 2, 3, 4, and moving that boat back whenever we can. Okay, and 5. All right, good. We're going to fly back over to Zuko. And before we do anything else, let's actually reveal our next chakra, the sound chakra.
The 5th in the chain is the sound chakra, located in the throat. It deals with truth and is blocked by lies.
This is actually really great. Play any 2 items in a single turn. Oh, geez, I have 2 items right here, right in Zuko's hand. And he is back at 10, so unless he gets really, really unlucky with both of these draws and everything else, then he should be able to do that, and we can get rid of that sound chakra as well. Oh, and the other thing that I have, he should actually have 2 attack on his card, so I'll just take that over to Zuko. We have completed this. We have stopped the Fire Nation air fleet from their further invasions, or at least the best that we could in any way. Everyone gained their 2 attack. It is the beginning of Zuko's turn, so we go ahead and reveal... Reclaim Ba Sing Se for the Earth Kingdom. I love this. This was so awesome. Seeing the members of the White Lotus, benders from all across all the nations, except the air nomads, obviously, joining forces together, including Iroh, who is a great, great character. He's in the main deck, by the way, somewhere. If we don't see him, I'm going to pull him. And just going in, and he always wanted to conquer Ba Sing Se, but he thought he would do it as a warlord or someone that wanted it for the Fire Nation, but instead he's taking it from the Fire Nation and giving it back to the Earth Kingdom. Wonderful, wonderful bit of irony for him and everything, the way that turned out. I'm sure he loved it too. The first time a bending card of any type is played, place a matching elemental token. Place all 4 types to complete the objectives. Hero pays 1 less purpose for bending cards if they do not have the bending ability. Reward! Look at that! -3 to the boat! Huzzah!
Air, water, earth, fire, fan and sword.
I need more earthbending. I don't have enough earthbending within everybody. I don't like those 2 cards. Let's see. Oh, man, this locks us down right here. All heroes -1 cannot draw extra cards this turn. Boo. And the second card is active hero -2. All right, so first thing we have is an attack symbol. All heroes -1. So Aang's at 4, Zuko's at 6. We roll again. It's a heart. You heal 1. And the boat is at 10. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to refill this right here with the Fire Nation disguises. Discard up to 2 bending cards. For each one, all heroes gain a purpose and draw a card. Actually, shoving that in Aang's deck would be awesome because that's just continuous cycling. Wow. And he has cards that benefit off of being discarded, so we'll see. Do I want to do anything else beforehand? Do I want to boost air or anything? Boosting air wouldn't... it just caused me to roll. You know what? I can't draw anything this turn. I know the water sphere shield is awesome and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and toss Tio, and I'm going to toss the water sphere shield in order to move the boat back 2. That's going to do 1 damage. I'll do dual swords, which moves it back 4, doing 1 damage. We'll do snare traps, which moves it back 5, doing 1 damage. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that goes all the way back there to 3. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop that right onto my water. And finally, we have Ran and Shaw. So we have 2 more attack right here. So that's 4. I don't think that's enough to defeat Combustion Man, unless I do something here. All right, cool. So everybody gets to draw a card. So it's very possible. Oh, yep. All right, so I beat him. That's cool. you can draw the air cushion. And we roll this again for a heart. Everybody heals. Now, I paid 2, so this has now also been completed. Haha! Machinist goes in. I love this. This is so good. Look at how great these decks flow. Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Back up. Back up. Back up. Can't draw cards. Can't draw cards this turn. That's okay. That's okay. We're fine the way it is. I'll just take this and go with it. I tried 1, 2, 3, 4, and Combustion Man is actually 1 short. Dang it, Phoenix King, for constantly healing him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I'm sorry. He's 2 short. 1 more in each one, and then I can finally get rid of this guy. At least Aang doesn't have to worry about drawing more than 1 Fire Nation card. So, all right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a rolling of the dice. 5. There's 2 rolling of the dice on Zuko's turn. Flying over here, and the next chakra point is the light chakra.
The 6th pool of energy is the light chakra, located in the center of the forehead. It deals with insight and is blocked by illusion.
Play any 2 bending cards in a single turn. That's happening right now, regardless of anything. Wow, that's easy to do. Well, now it's Aang's turn, so let's draw from the Fire Nation deck. Getting low on this one. We actually may go through the whole thing. Amazing. Active hero loses 1 and reveals another card. So Aang's at 4. Boat moves 2, so it's at 7. Oh no. You push it back and here it goes. All right, so I need 3 in order to defeat Combustion Man. And what is that one? Boat moves again. So the boat is actually back at 9. So it moved to 8 from you, and now it's at 9 because of Combustion Man. Ew! Man, you do everything you can in order to not draw that many cards, but it happens anyway. Appa's going to push it to 7, which is still not that good. And he does lose a life that way. We'll do a Fire Whip, which gains this. Gains a card, which is Air Cushion. And, well, before I do that, before I do any of that, there is the and everything that's going on. I'm going to go and do this for 1 and 1. And we'll roll this die, which happens to be a heart. So heal and heal. Now we'll go ahead over here because we have gone ahead and did a fire and an air card. So now all we have to do is play a water and an earth card, and then this objective is met. Fortunately, it's not going to happen because all I got is an offer aid, which doesn't do anything. And then this one, air cushion, which I'll heal and do a damage, which I think, because he healed himself, I don't think that's enough. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Sweet. Oh, hallelujah with that. Okay, good. So Combustion Man is finally gone. Oh, boy. Look at that. All right. You are gone out of here, dude. So get out of here for the rest of the game. Thank God we did that because the boat moves back 2 to 5 and all heroes gain a health. So needed that to bring everyone back up to 6. But we still have the Phoenix King that we have to deal with, and we can't do that until we finish all of our chakras, which we know that we just did the light one because we played 2 bendings in a single turn and only have 1 more chakra in order to open, which is awesome. So with that said, got to go here. We got to get water bending and earth bending cards as well in order to be able to finish what it is that we want to do. I swear, please, I was like, please be an earthbending card. That would be great. That would be awesome if I had all 4 bending in one in the hand. Fly over. This means nothing. Aang would not get any discount on the, the cards anyway because of the objective, because he is able to do all the bending skills already. All right, I want to try to beat this game before I finish this pile of cards. All heroes to choose to discard an item card or lose 2 health. Zuko has no items. Boop. I have the Airbender tattoos. I don't really need them because purpose right now means nothing to me. Roll number 1 for the Phoenix King. Hits everybody for 1, so that could add up for a while. Roll number 2 hits everybody for 2. Oof, see, that's what I'm saying. Makes it more dangerous. Let's flip over this last chakra point and see what we need. The Thought Chakra.
The thought chakra is located at the crown of the head. It deals with pure cosmic energy and is blocked by earthly attachment.
Okay, Active hero must discard 2 allied cards from hand and or reserve. I'm going to say that has to be within their turn itself. So I would need to have at least 2 allies in order to discard from my hand to activate the Thought Chakra. I only have 1. I have the machines right now. But I do have ways of drawing lots of cards because I am like a master like that. We draw. We have an offer aid. I'll just throw it down there anyway, just to whatever. First, restore the balance. We're going to roll the air dice and hopefully... Come here. Come on. All right, so attack. Everyone gets an attack. You know what? No. I'm gonna use one of my chakra cards to re-roll. That's a purpose. We're gonna use one of my chakra cards to re-roll. It's an attack. I want cards. I need to sift through cards. There we are. So I'm rolling the air dice. Flame shield and airball. We're gonna go ahead and restore the balance again. There we are. That's good. Let's draw. Offer aid. Man, come on. And then you... Hey, there's my earth bending. Sweet. All right, so at least that does that. That's fine. The problem is now we can't really do anything. So we're going to go ahead and heal, which is good. Do I want to work together? Yeah, let's see if we can find Iroh. Maybe he's in here. Who knows? We got the Fire Flakes, the Warrior Fan, the Hippo again. I'm going to keep going because I saw Hippo already. I'm just going to keep going. I mean, there's Iroh, but not the Iroh I'm looking for. Lychee Nuts, the Blur Gel. Wow, Blasting Jelly. Wow. Okay, we're just going to... Hey, the Cabbage Merchant. You know what? Sure. We haven't seen him in a while. I don't have any other sound bites for him and whatnot, but we'll put him here because now that I feel like with all the enemies gone, we can push the boat back no problem. There's really nothing else I can do, so I can just throw him down to draw and just kind of sift through because I can't assign any damage until we finish all of these chakra points. So that is literally all that I can do right now. That's done. I can't assign anything here. I didn't do any other fire bending or any other bending, so Aang's going to be half the one to do it. Unless Zuko finds a way to just start gaining a ton of allies, which he might be able to. I was 1 short from the Cabbage Merchant, of course. Item, there. Okay. Come on. Let's go. There we are. Restore the balance is the next one. And goes. All right. He flips. We are actually still at 5, so that's good. Active hero -1, and the boat moves, so the boat will be at 6. We got 2 rolls. The first roll is all hero discards a card. The second roll is healing, but it doesn't matter. What are you going to discard, Zuko? Let's discard the offer aid. That doesn't matter at all. You, on the other hand, can't discard that because I need it. Can't discard that because I need it. Can't discard that because it's awesome. I'm going to discard the airball. Goodbye. Now, let's go ahead and surf the wave for a waterbending card. Boom, boom. Roll for healing, so everybody does get healed. And then a stone levitation. 1, 2. Offer aid. That's fine. We'll put that here. All right, that does it. That does it. That's a water and an earth right there. So we were able to combine all of the elements, play them all, and get them all out on the field. Finish this off, which is awesome. That'll move the boat back 1, 2, 3, all the way back there, which is awesome. And I'm just going to reveal the next one right now because it is, simply put, end the 100-Year War. Finish unlocking all 7 chakras and defeat Fire Lord Ozai.
Fire Lord Ozai, you and your forefathers have devastated the balance of this world. And now you shall pay the ultimate price.
All right, let's keep going. Maybe I'll get an ally in my hand. We're going to heal 1. We'll move the boat back to 2, and then we get to draw a card. Avatar state, which really doesn't do anything. Directed funnel, we'll put 2. Guru Patik, I get to take 1 bending card and put it in my hand. So I'm taking the Water Sphere Shield because now I would like to start sifting through Zuko's deck really, really fast. to get him as many allies in his hand as possible. I got an air kick, which is 2 more. Now remember, all bending is going to go on top. I don't have enough allies in my hand in order to do anything. So the attack doesn't matter right now. I did play a ton of bending, so I do get 1 more draw from everybody. The airbending staff, so we know what that does, right? Yeah, so it's just 1, and we got 1 more for Zuko. There we are. That's 2 allies. That'll open up the chakra. Sounds amazing. What am I buying? I've got 9, and right now I just kind of worry about doing as much damage as possible. So for 4, I'm taking the small vortex. Let's take the ice blast for 5, just because. Why not? Down and down. Oh, beautiful. And they both go here. I don't need the avatar state because that's just crazy. Oh my God, this is insane. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be able to unlock the chakra right now. And then we just got to do 15 damage to this jerk. Don't make me discard an ally. Don't make me discard an ally. All right. Boat moves up 2. Boat's at 4. First roll. Heart. Healing. Doesn't matter. Second roll. The purpose, which pushes the boat up to 5. Okay. Here we go. Ebbs and flows right here. First things first, we're going to take both of these allies and we are going to toss them because active hero must discard 2 allies from hand and or reserve, which I have done. We have now completely opened up all of our chakras, which means Phoenix King is ripe for the picking. First things first, moving the boat back 3 spaces, so we're back at 2. Flare kick for a single shot, and let's go ahead and roll the fire dice right at him, give him a taste of his own medicine. Fantastic. 2 quick hits right on him. 2 down, 13 to go. All right, that's it. I'm telling you, this is going to be really quick with Zuko. Back and forth between him and Aang. Now would be the time to get the avatar state because I would just lose as much health as I can in order to gain as much attack as I can. So there we are. All my great stuff is up in there, including all my card drawing abilities. Aang, here we go. Oh boy, all right, maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to be able to get through it. Everyone -1 and Aang -2. Boat goes up 1, so the boat's at 3. And everyone takes a hit. All right, so at least the boat will go back to 2. It's going to be a weird thing like that. Aang will heal. We'll gain 1 attack. This will gain us an attack. This will gain us 1 purpose and 2 attack, 1 purpose. All my drawing cards have been thrown in there. 1, 2. All right, so don't need any purpose. That's 5, 6, 7. Here we go. All right, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like the next turn or 2 is going to be the end of it. There's 1 card draw. There's a bunch of attack. There's a rolling of the dice and all kinds of awesome things. Whoosh! Zuko goes. All right, not too many more need to be drawn from here, but had to shuffle it anyway. All heroes -3. The final bit. He's trying to hit us so hard, so that stuns him. Oh, man. Goodbye and goodbye to both of those. What is that? Oh, it's an offer aid, right? So, yeah. Don't heal. He healed. All right, so it's, yeah, here we go. Now, it turns, hey, that's how it works, right? Everyone kind of, you get the advantage, and then all of a sudden the bad guys come back temporarily, and then we come in and stomp them. Because now Aang is stunned as well. Oof, my goodness. Now the boat's at 4. Holy jeez. Okay, what am I going to get rid of here? We'll get rid of 1. I need that. We'll get rid of that one. Okay. Wow, what a turn that just happened right there. Here we go. I don't care about that. We'll put at least 1 damage back on. That's a purpose. I need a damage. Let's go ahead and roll the Fire Nation dice. Let's spend one of these to roll this Fire Nation dice. Let's spend one of these. Come on. Come on. There it is. I need attack. I don't need anything else. 4 now. Getting back in it. Oh, boy. Done. Up and up. We got 1, 2. Both draw cards. And then 3, 4, and 5. Pointless offer aids, but hey, if I end up needing to discard something, I know what to get rid of. Let's see if that happens. Boat moves up 1, all heroes -1, so now we're all at 9. And everyone discards 1 card, and he heals again. Great. Bye, offer aid, and you have to discard as well. I'm just going to get rid of that because I can do 1, 2, 3 right here, and the Fire Whip will enable me to draw a card. Sure, why not? I don't really need the purpose, but we have the Thundering Gust. And everyone heals back up that 1 health that we had just lost. Sure, why not? Come here. For 5 and 3, which means we only need 2 more in order to defeat him. I'm actually just going to really quickly get through this because we are like at the end right there. All heroes -1 cannot draw extra cards this turn. Doesn't matter. I don't need to draw any extra cards, but Zuko is now going to play that to do 3 damage to him. I would have been able to draw extra cards anyway if that 1 Fire Nation card didn't do it, but boom, baby, right there. 1, 2, 3. More than enough that we need in order to defeat the Phoenix King, stop him from all that he does, and do the one thing that he never expected us to do: take away his bending.
What did you do to me?
I took away your firebending. You can't use it to hurt or threaten anyone else ever again.
And that is it, everyone. We have completed a full 7-game campaign going through boxes 1 through 7 for Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang's Destiny, a cooperative deck building game from the op, as I have said at the beginning of every episode I have done with this. Oh my goodness. What a journey this was. What a great time this was, going through each one of them, reliving this series once again. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I watched it, but I do like to take a time at least once a year in order to check it out. And I think personally for me, when it comes to this particular game, going forward, this is going to be part of that yearly tradition. I feel like that I'll watch Book 1 Water, and then I'll play boxes 1 and 2, watch Book 2, play 4, 5, and 6, and then finish off the series and then finish off the game that way. I love everything about this. I love the deck building aspect of this game. That is like my favorite mechanic ever in all games, is deck building, and just having the way it incorporates the characters here. The watercolor backgrounds are absolutely beautiful on all of them. The way that the characters evolve is great. Again, as I went through a lot of these boxes, there were a few choices that I decided to do as compared to what was in the game, certain characters and everything. But at the same time, to me, that just sounds like maybe if the op wants to do that, then make an expansion for this game. It's hard to put an expansion on this one like you could for Harry Potter, because at least with Harry Potter, you were able to do the monsters and the potions, which are really good expansions. What would you do for this? People keep saying Korra, but Korra would feel like an entirely new game. Like, I wouldn't even do an expansion for Korra. Korra would just needs her own game in order to go through everything. She has way more going on than Aang did. I need a better boat. I need a better token, or at least a something. Ko. You can add Ko to this game as an enemy, which is the face stealer from the spirit world, or various other enemies that Aang and the group ran into throughout the course of all their adventures. There's still probably like 5 or 6 that you could add into it as an expansion. Add the rest of the avatars in here, at least the other 2 that we knew. I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but the Airbender and the Waterbender that came before Aang, they were in the story, and they're actually shown up quite a bit in the live action one, if you believe that. Anybody that watched them, give us more firebending cards. I need a bigger pile of those to sift through. Like, there are ways that you can add to this game through an expansion that's just additional things to put in, modular things that you want to add to it, whether it be this or more enemies, or make the game harder by adding in more enemies and things along that ways. Maybe change up a different boat board or whatever, something a little bit different that does things as you go along the way. I think that would be pretty cool. Like if it ever hit a certain island, you would like always discard a card, and it went back and hit it again, you would do it again. So it kind of keeps an idea of where you want the boat, so it doesn't hurt you too much in certain areas. Like there's a lot of different things that the op could do with this game for just an additional add-ons to it that will just continuously make me want to go back and play it again and again and again. The better this game does, the higher of a chance of some type of expansion like that to come out. It really all depends on you. Speaking of which, let me know your opinion of Aang's Destiny down in the description section below. What did you think of this game? What did you think of this run going through all 7 boxes? How well do you think it adhered to the story of Avatar? And is this something that you were interested in? Do you have it? Have you played it? Have you gone through all of this stuff? I'd love to know all of your thoughts, your opinions, and of course, your particular games as you've gone through as well. But that is the end for me. I am signing off right now. I am exhausted. This has been a crazy ordeal. Still a lot to edit with this, but I'm going to tell you right now, it is totally worth it in the end. And I think this is possibly one of the best series I have ever done. And it makes me smile every time I watch it regardless. So in order not to miss any future possible Avatar The Last Airbender stuff or any other fun video I put out for you to enjoy, be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. As always, let me know all your opinions and everything down in the description section below, or in the comment section, but in the description section are other ways to help the channel grow. I mentioned like the affiliate links and things along that ways, but really ultimately what matters is your view, your comments, liking, subscribing, sharing this video, and just overall enjoying the world of Aang, the world of Avatar, and all that's in it, and just coming in here and being great fans together. I love it. This is amazing. Take care of yourselves and each other. We're family forever, gaming together. Until next time, you guys have a good one, and I will see you later. The world is in balance once again.
Today, this war is finally over. I promised my uncle that I would restore the honor of the Fire Nation, and I will. The road ahead of us is challenging. 100 years of fighting has left the world scarred and divided. But with the Avatar's help, we can get it back on the right path and begin a new era of love and peace.